Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're jumping right into a highly structured, source-derived blueprint for massive back growth. If you're the kind of person who loves clear data, exact numbers, and literally leaving the guesswork at the gym door, you are absolutely going to love what we're unpacking today. Okay, let's dive into this. Are you struggling to build a massive back? I mean, are you just totally tired of complicated routines with endless variations? If you just want a no-nonsense, proven structure that gets straight to the point, you are in the exact right place. Because according to the source material, you really don't need 20 different machines or hours of endless pulling to get results. The magic number here is literally just 6. There are exactly 6 back exercises you actually need. But, it's not just about the movements themselves. It's all about this highly specific mathematical structure behind how you perform them.
All right, Section 1, the muscle growth sweet spot, decoding the numbers.
So before we even touch a specific exercise, we've got to set the foundational rules for this whole thing. Across all 6 movements, you are uniformly performing exactly 3 sets. No more, no less, just 3. And your rep ranges, well, they're always going to stay within an 8 to 15 repetition window. Structuring your reps within this specific sweet spot is exactly how you trigger that massive muscle growth.
Moving into Section 2, pyramid sets for hypertrophy.
So how exactly do we manipulate those 8 to 15 reps? Our first strategy is the descending pyramid set, which is brilliantly illustrated with the wide grip pull-down. You're going to start with a higher volume of 15 reps. Then, for set 2, you drop it down to 12. And for your third and final set, you finish at 10 reps. So that's 15, 12, 10. Now, a very similar descending pyramid approach is required for our second exercise, the landmine row. But pay close attention to the shift in the numbers here. This time around, you start set 1 at 12 reps, set 2 moves down to 10 reps, and you end that third set heavy at exactly 8 reps. It's that exact same 3-set pyramid structure, but it's pushed slightly lower in the rep range to challenge the muscle in a totally different way.
Okay, Section 3, consistent mid-range reps. Now we're shifting away from those pyramids to what is basically the steady, reliable engine of this workout. Let's break down these 3 specific exercises: the close grip lat pull down, the seated cable row using a wide neutral grip, and the straight arm rope pull down. What's the common thread here? They all share an identical, unwavering mid-range rep scheme. Just to reiterate that structural rule so we're completely clear, for those 3 specific movements, you are locking into exactly 10 to 12 reps, and you're doing that across all 3 sets. Set 1, 10 to 12 reps. Set 2, 10 to 12 reps. Set 3, 10 to 12 reps. You're not dropping the volume at all. You are maintaining that consistent tension right in the middle of our 8 to 15 rep sweet spot.
That brings us to Section 4, going heavy for growth.
Right, so we've tackled the descending pyramids, we've locked in the mid-range tension, and now it's time to go heavy. Notice the contrast we're making. We're leaving our 10 to 12 rep mid-range and dropping the volume down to the 8 to 10 rep range. By dropping those reps, we naturally crank up the intensity.
And the exercise assigned to this heavy-hitting category is the diverging seated row. The source material strictly prescribes this movement as 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. So that makes the diverging seated row the absolute lower rep powerhouse of the entire routine, really pushing you down to the very bottom edge of our 8 to 15 rep threshold for maximum growth.
Finally, Section 5, your complete back blueprint.
It is time to bring all these thematic pieces together into one place. When you lay out the complete matrix, this is your entire workout, the whole shebang. You've got your wide grip pull down and landmine row acting as your descending pyramids. You've got your diverging seated row as your heavy hitter. And rounding it all out, your close grip lat pull down, seated cable row, and row pull down are all holding steady at 10 to 12 reps. I mean, it is just a masterpiece of workout structure. And I really want to highlight this direct, punchy quote right from the very end of our source material. After laying out this exact 6-exercise matrix, the source simply says, "Heat up here." It's pretty cool, right? This routine is exactly where the intensity begins. It's basically a structured call to action. The blueprint is completely laid out, the numbers are locked in, and now the effort is entirely on you to actually execute it. So, I'm going to leave you with this final thought. You now possess the complete, mathematically structured 6-exercise blueprint for massive back growth. You know the exact movements, you know the uniform 3-set rule, and you know exactly how to navigate that 8 to 15 rep range using pyramids, mid-ranges, and heavy sets. The only question left is, Are you ready to take this matrix, get to the gym, and heat up your routine? Thanks so much for joining me on this